Hi guys.
Hey, how you
Hey.
doing, bro?
I'm Monti with an I, as I've said, from North Magazine.
Shout out Monty with the eye.
Let me just start here
Okay.
with you, as a black person from a Kasi, if I'm not mistaken, but you don't look like Kasi.
Wow. That's, I don't know.
Have you ever been in a similar situation that you've been, or do you know anyone who have been in a similar situation, like who maybe molded your character in the film? You know, like maybe a Kasi, somebody just told you a story around someone robbing a bank,
Oh, okay.
by a rounding, and then when you play the character, those things they come to you. And
Oh,
then
okay.
They make your character to be easy and simple. Or have you ever been in a situation before?
I haven't personally robbed or like taken over a bank or held anyone hostage, if that's what you want to know. But I am from Mlazi, Wati, Section D. And yeah, I was around a lot of very interesting characters. My cousin, Ulwazi Nayo, he has an interesting. I was brought up around very interesting characters who were in different parts of the world, shall I say. And yeah, I was, being around those people, you realize they're just normal people. And also, like with regard to MK warriors and etc., I've been lucky enough to be around people who were fought in the struggle as well. So I was able to steal a lot from the people around me, just to give me information, not just about the specific act that happened, but just like what's the cause, what's the reason that someone would leave their home to go fight for something or to go take something, And I think motivation is just more important than circumstance.
So, did you like the character in a sense whereby, because your character, or maybe the movie or the scene, it was divided into two. It was a struggle, again it was crime. It moved to being a crime.
Yeah.
So which did you enjoy the most, the struggle part or the crime side?
Well, that's interesting. There was no sense of enjoyment in terms of anything. I try not to enjoy what my character's enjoying. Just imagine I'm playing a serial killer. I wouldn't enjoy what he's doing. And I try not to judge them, so I don't say whether or not it's good or bad. All I can do is be honest, and I try to live as truthfully in those imaginary circumstances as possible. So whatever the actions they're doing, I just say, okay, listen, this person thinks they're right to do this thing they're doing right now. And that's all that matters. And I don't judge them and I go with it. And I think the same with Steph.
Yeah. The one thing is to not judge your character. As soon as you judge your character, audience will know that you're judging your character, and there'll be a disconnect between the performance. So I think one of the things is to remain honest. What is the scene about, and what does this character want in the scene, and then to play that as honestly and as truthful as possible. That is our job.
Yeah.
I mean, moving to you, Stephen. Let's put it in. I assume that maybe before 1994 you were not
Around.
You're around.
I
Yeah,
was born in 1990, so I was very young.
You were very young. So the character and the storyline and everything, like what did you learn in terms of how you and Loazilana couldn't sit like this before, like everything that was played in there, like there's things that maybe you didn't know about that type.
Yeah.
I'm saying that time of life that you didn't know. What did you learn, and then how did you feel when you get to experience them in a movie, not in real life?
Yeah, so I mean, the wonderful thing about doing any sort of film work is the research that goes into it. And Mandla gave us that incredible opportunity to do research, and he gave us an entire, as you said, exhibition of the history of our country. For me personally, I've delved into our history and sort of speaking a lot to my parents, and we were also segregated at the time into what I call our apartheid home, But then being able to I think we as South Africans, we all know what oppression feels like in some form or another, and we can apply it. I built on that emotional memory, and then with Mandla was able to shape the character, and then able to take that through into what does this mean for Aldo, and what does that mean in relation to the other characters on set as well, and how does that oppression translate into our fight for freedom.
So the question to the both of you, how was it like being in the same, should I say, cast or what? I don't know much about your fraternity. With Arnold, like Arnold being someone like me growing up, I did see him in movies with Jimmy Kloop, Van Damme and stuff like that. How was the experience like playing or being in the same cast with such a legend?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. It's like it was very difficult not to say Anaxunamun
Naxunamu.
every single time we saw it.
Yeah.
But what a wonderful actor
Yeah.
and just person as well. What a wonderful, charismatic individual. Suave, sexy. It's
Yeah,
like
he's sexy.
he's so
He's got a thing.
He's got like a swagger
He's
to
got
him.
a swag to him, and he's kind. I think.
Yeah.
Very giving actor. You know, you get a lot of people who are given that opportunity, the experience he has, and he's earned the right to be a certain way, and he's not that way. He's so happy to be in South Africa, telling South African stories. He left here when he was very young, when he was a teenager, to go pursue his Hollywood dreams. And I think he said to us, like, coming back now towards sort of this part of his life is so spiritual, because now he's coming back and he's really working with a lot more South African actors, and that we're doing this quality of work that matches what he's doing on that side in America, I think is exciting, and he's such a stellar actor.
Mm.
And then from the movie, Silverton Siege,
Sure.
you, the robbers, it was the three of you. Like, if you look at the hues of you guys, what can you tell you around? Like, I can put it in, I forgot her name,
Tara.
the albino girl.
A person with albinism?
Albinism.
Yeah.
And then there's
That's Michelle Mosela guy, plays Rachel.
there's a Africana lady there.
Okay,
and then
that's
there's
Ilani
you,
Decker.
and
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah.
Like, I think the director did put everyone in it. It's
Right.
like a Rainbow Nation. In my view, I don't know. In your views, guys, what do you think? Like the actors selecting the actors. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
The
understand.
director selecting the actors.
Representation.
What was he trying to achieve in your view?
Do you know, I think personally, I don't think Mandla Dube looks at a film and says, I need to show people who look like this or look like that. I think he always tries to serve the story. And I don't think he looks as an actor and says, oh, this actor looks like this, so they have to be that. So he, like, certainly with me, I think people probably wouldn't have cast me in an action role if they saw my previous work, right? He just knows that any actor can do anything if you give them enough tools. But in terms of representation, I think it's not just a Mandla Dube conversation. I think we're seeing a lot more representation amongst all of us and us in one, like something that's more representative of South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen a lot of times that, and I've got to give a shout out to Netflix for doing that. We see a lot of times on our own, like local television, etc. You'll only see one demographic, which that demographic is always interacting with other people. But this was such a clear indication that we are always constantly together. We're always interacting together, and it's beautiful to see that reality being shown on film.
So do you think, like, since the freedom part, do you think like our stories are being told more, or do you think we still need more of films like this so that people can know about, like, you know, it's good when an African story is being told by an African. It will be a beautiful story, rather than an African story being told by somebody else who, like, maybe came and interviewed people, they told them what they wanted him to hear, whereas somebody is telling from the experiences. Do you think we still need more of this, or it's enough?
What do you think?
More. We need more. I mean, I don't think we can ever do enough.
No, never.
So I would definitely think we need more of those stories being told, more of our African heritage being told, more of what we have experienced as a nation. And, you know, and I think the world needs to see that. And then on that is also the representation of that, for them to realize that there's a deeper connection to our roots that we can give. And on your point of, you know, should it be local or should it be international? I think it could be either. We hope that it's more local because there is that connection with it, but with enough research and with enough time and with enough sensitivity given, anyone can actually tell a compelling story as long as you are truthful to the subject matter. And I hope that now with something like Silverton Siege hitting this global platform, 195 countries worldwide, I mean, on a platform like Netflix. Like, I'm hoping that we find that little spark in that other filmmaker that's sitting deep in like, oh, should I do this? Should I tell the story? Should I not? That they see us there and they see the diverse cast and they can see themselves in one of us and go, do you know what? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell the story.
Okay, thanks for the inspiration.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, Monty.
Thank you.
From
Just wait for your card and then they'll hook you up.